Hi guys, my name is Rachel and welcome back to my channel. I'm currently at Steveston, located in Richmond, BC. It's a beautiful day outside. There is a little bit of an overcast, but still doesn't stop us from enjoying our afternoon leisurely walk. So let me take you around and show you what's going on in the neighborhood. So you know what I haven't done in a while? I haven't done case study videos. A lot of you have been actually responsive to it and have actually been enjoying that content. So I thought of doing that for today's video. So I recently read this article from Radio Canada, which I'll be posting in the description box below. But it pretty much talks about how an international student was ordered to leave Canada all because she was given a fake letter of acceptance by an immigration agent. So in this video, I'll talk about what happened and what we can learn from her story. So without further ado, let's start. Karamjeet was a young woman from India. She was raised in a small rural community in the Punjab region. Her father was a farmer and her mother was a homemaker. As a child, Karamjeet was involved in an accident that left her disabled. And what makes it sadder is that people in her community ostracized her because of her disability, which made it all too painful for her to stay there. Her loving parents wanted the best for her, so they thought of sending her to Canada for studies because they thought of Canada as a place that treated everyone with kindness, respect, and most importantly, acceptance. But her parents didn't have enough money, nor the technical skills or knowledge to get that process started. And with that, they went to an immigration agent. In April 2018, the agent told Karamjeet that she was accepted into Seneca College. Her study permit was later approved and she prepared to fly to Canada. When she arrived to Canada, she was asked by Canadian border officials to present all her documents. One of her documents was that letter of acceptance from Seneca College. It was examined and later on accepted by border officials. 3 days after landing in Canada, her agent called her from India, telling her that her LOA wasn't available anymore and advised her to apply to another school. Not thinking much of it, she just applied to a different school and was later on accepted into Northwest College, where she studied full-time and worked part-time as a cashier. 2 years later, she graduated with a diploma in business administration and later on applied for her permanent residency in Canada. On May 25, 2021, an immigration officer informed Karamjeet that her letter of acceptance from Seneca College was found to be fraudulent or fake. After hearing the news, she was brought in for an immigration hearing, which happened earlier this year in January 19, 2022. At the hearing, the decision maker agreed that the LOA was indeed fake or fraudulent, and therefore Karamjeet committed misrepresentation. And by the way, guys, misrepresentation means that you were caught lying on your application, and it does have serious consequences in Canada. The decision maker then issued an exclusion order against her, which meant that she must leave Canada and cannot return or apply to come back for a lengthy period of time. Now, here are some of my thoughts about this. First off, it's extremely heartbreaking to see cases go down like this. Even though Karamjeet had nothing to do with that fake LOA, she is still responsible by the misrepresentation made by her agent. I'm also thinking about her parents, her poor parents. Like, her father was a farmer and her mother was a homemaker, and they probably saved all that they could to bring her to this beautiful country. You know, it just makes me sad because they put their full trust on this agent that later on betrayed them. And for the agent, how selfish can you be? Imagine, like, this was someone else's dream and you pretty much taking advantage of her just to make a quick buck. What's even more frustrating is that Karamjeet actually went to the police to report this, but it didn't go too far because that agent was based in India and Canadian law can't touch him there. But I want to take a moment to praise her for coming forward to share her story to Radio Canada for what happened to her. You know, cases like this are very difficult to talk about because most people would feel ashamed. but she took this as a sign to educate and inform others so that others won't fall into these vulnerable traps. Now, I don't want to end this on a sad note, and with that, I'll be sharing 3 lessons that we can take away from this case. Number 1, knowledge is power. Please do your own research before asking for anyone's help. In this case, I would have gone to the school directly to verify if my documents were legitimate or authentic, and even after it's been verified, I would still take time to do my own research about the study permit process. Honestly, it can be intimidating at first, but you can absorb the information into digestible bits by dedicating 2 to 3 hours per day of research. Doing it yourself is still way better than entrusting someone that isn't authorized by Immigration Canada, which brings me to my second point, and that is avoid agents. Yes, avoid agents. I've said this in my previous videos, but I'll keep saying it again. Please avoid them. If you're working with someone who isn't a Canadian immigration consultant or who isn't a Canadian immigration lawyer, please stay away from them. Their services may look enticing, but honestly, you're putting in a lot more than you think. This case study is a great example of what can go wrong if you put your full trust on someone who isn't registered or authorized or licensed to do your immigration applications. Finally, awareness is key. This is where you can do your part to help spread the word. You can either share this video or my other videos about agencies. You can do so by advising family or friends to avoid the misconception that agencies are acceptable, or you can come forward and share your story if you're comfortable so that others know. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have for today. I hope you learned a lot from this video, and I hope that you see my intention to educate and inform. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Be safe and be kind. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.